Jordan James built a fitness empire worth $500 million, but the strange part of his story is that his first gym almost closed after just 3 months. If one single decision had been different, you would have never heard his name. This is Jordan James, 28 years old, shaved head, massive shoulders, the kind of physique that people notice when he walks into a room. He lives in Seattle, but just a few years earlier his life looked completely different. Jordan wasn't born rich, not even close. He grew up in a small apartment with his mother, and money was always tight, but he had one obsession: the gym. While other teenagers were playing video games, Jordan was lifting weights every single day. For him, the gym wasn't just exercise, it was control. But there was one problem. Gyms were expensive, and Jordan had almost no money. At 23 years old, Jordan was working 3 small jobs: night security, delivery driver, and cleaning equipment inside a gym. And that's where he noticed something strange. The gym was always full, morning, evening, weekends, but the owner looked stressed all the time. One night, Jordan asked him why. The owner laughed and said something Jordan never forgot: gyms look profitable until you try running one. High rent, equipment costs, staff salaries. Many gyms closed after just a few years. Jordan realized something important. The problem wasn't demand, the problem was how gyms were built. And that thought changed everything. Jordan had a simple idea. What if a gym didn't try to look luxurious? No spa, no expensive decorations, just what people really wanted: weights, machines, space. That was it. A gym focused only on training, nothing else. But Jordan had one big problem. Opening a gym required money, and he had almost none, so he did something risky. He convinced a small group of local trainers to help him. Not with money, but with their time. If the gym worked, they would all share the success. If it failed, they would lose months of work. And for a moment it looked like that's exactly what would happen. Jordan found a cheap location, an old warehouse in Seattle. The place looked terrible: cracked walls, concrete floors, bare lights. Most people would have walked away, but Jordan smiled because the rent was very low. They bought second-hand equipment, they painted the walls themselves, they built the gym piece by piece. After 3 exhausting months, the gym finally opened. The first week was exciting. Then the second week came, and suddenly, no one showed up. By the 3rd month, Jordan was almost broke. The gym was half empty, bills were piling up, and his team was starting to lose hope. Then, Jordan tried something unexpected. He removed the monthly membership. Instead, people could pay $5 per workout. No contracts, no commitment, just train. That small change changed everything. People were curious, they came to try it out. Then they came back, and within 2 months, the gym was packed. Something surprising started happening. Videos of the gym began appearing on social media. People liked the raw atmosphere. No mirrors everywhere, no luxury, just serious training. It felt authentic. Soon people from other neighborhoods were driving across Seattle just to train there. Jordan opened a second gym, then a third. Each one used the same formula: simple, affordable, focused, and the growth became explosive. Within 5 years, Jordan owned 20 gyms across Seattle and nearby cities. Athletes trained there, content creators filmed there. The brand became recognizable, not because it looked expensive, but because it felt real. Then something big happened. A large fitness company made Jordan an offer. They wanted to buy part of his chain. The deal valued his gyms at more than $500 million. At just 28 years old, Jordan James had built a fitness empire. But the most surprising moment of the story had not happened yet. Jordan accepted the partnership. His gyms expanded even faster. More cities, more members, more attention. People began calling him a genius, a self-made success. But Jordan knew something the public didn't. The entire empire almost never existed because of one moment, one decision, and one mistake. Remember the warehouse, the very first gym? 3 weeks before opening, Jordan almost quit. The building owner had suddenly increased the rent. Jordan felt defeated. He told his small team he might have to cancel everything. But one trainer said something simple: "We already built it. Let's at least open the doors." If Jordan had walked away that day, none of it would have happened. New gyms, new empire, new $500 million. Just another unfinished dream. Sometimes the difference between failure and success is one decision to continue. Jordan's story isn't really about money, it's about persistence. Most people stop when things look uncertain. Jordan didn't know his idea would work. He just kept going long enough to find out. And that made all the difference. But I'm curious about your opinion. At what exact moment did his story change? Was it finding the warehouse, the $5 workout idea, or the moment he decided not to quit? Tell me what you think in the comments. And if you enjoy stories like this, every week I break down a new one, a downfall or a success. So subscribe if you don't want to miss the next one.